Full-time college students are 2 times as likely to abuse drugs and alcohol as students who are not enrolled in full-time college. We, as college students, are at an increased risk with our age, range, and our educational environment to abuse drugs and alcohol. Many new stressors come with the college transition. We generally use drugs as a coping mechanism for the new life adjustments that we have to be making all in a short period of time. According to Jeffrey Jerkins of College Students and Drug Abuse, the most commonly abused drugs on a college campus are Adderall, marijuana, ecstasy, and alcohol. I'm going to focus on drugs other than alcohol for this speech. It is important to understand why drugs are commonly abused by college students and the negative effects of both marijuana and Adderall. Why drugs are commonly abused. High stress levels. Drugs are commonly abused by full-time college students for many reasons. There are high stress levels that come with full-time college that are completely different from high school. We have full class schedules. We often are working jobs along with school to pay for college. There's internships that we're doing and social needs and pressures that are being fulfilled. The heavy course load that we're facing is often combated with the use of Adderall, and this is generally without a prescription. We also face peer pressure with a constant social setting that's completely different from the high school setting, and we're at a higher risk of trying a drug to fit in because of our vulnerability with our newness to this whole environment. There are many negative effects with smoking and ingesting marijuana. According to Cannabis, a study by Harvard, along with the commonly thought of euphoric feeling, there are many negative effects of marijuana. Paranoia, hallucinations, and anxiety have all been found to be negative effects. The hippocampus of our brain is also affected, which controls anxiety and memory formation. The brain's ability to make new memories while high is decreased, so there's often new information that you will gain while high that you won't remember when you come down from that high. More negative effects. The cerebellum of your brain is also affected, and this controls movement and coordination, which is where the dangerousness of driving while high comes into play. There are also chemicals that are inhaled deeply within the lungs when you smoke marijuana. This creates medical issues. There's increased anxiety and new or worsening lung and heart issues due to the chemicals and carcinogens that are entering the body. Psychological dependency is also noted, but no physical dependency or lethal dose has been found. According to Martha Farah of When We Enhance Cognition with Adderall, Do We Sacrifice Creativity? Up to 25% of American college students use a stimulant for non-medical purposes. This shows the prevalence of Adderall on college campuses. It's used to complete assignments quickly and to stay up for the short amount of time that you have to do the assignments. Issues come with unprescribed use of Adderall, such as issues with safety and writing style, and along with writing style, a sacrificed creativity comes into play. Without distraction and variables, which is controlled by the Adderall, there are ethical and societal issues, and creativity plummets. So your assignments are not going to be better overall by the use of Adderall because they're going to lack creativity. According to Rachel Peachman of Why You Should Skip Adderall as a Study Drug, 17% of college students in the U.S. misuse Adderall, generally as a study boost. ADHD medication are stimulants. She notes risks with the use of Adderall or other stimulants for ADHD medication, such as restlessness, aggression, paranoia, psychosis, and other health issues, such as seizures, heart attacks, and stroke. Similar to Farah, she also notes a decreased mental performance or creativity that's found when the drug is used without a prescription. Students take this drug to help them academically, but Peachman finds little evidence that this is the case. People without ADHD who take Adderall have more trouble with decision-making, planning, attention, mental flexibility, and memory, all of which are necessary with your schoolwork and assignments that you're attempting to make easier by using Adderall. So it's actually more difficult, and you're challenging yourself in your education by using this drug. It's extremely important to know where you can seek help if you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, especially on a college campus where, as the statistics have shown, many people are struggling. There are a few centers in Terre Haute, and they all have unreliable hours, and I feel like that makes them less safe for you to rely on. But Indiana's premier drug and alcohol treatment center is located in Bloomington, Indiana, and it's the Indiana Center for Recovery. According to the Indiana Center for Recovery's website, they're open 24/7. Someone's always available to help you, and they do phone calls and online forms. And online forms come in handy when you're talking about a matter that you're not fully comfortable with, and you would rather just get the form looked at rather than talk to somebody in person. And they have somebody always at their site, so you'll get a response almost immediately. They aid you in continuing your addiction-free life beyond your time at the treatment center, so they'll give you tools to continue sobriety throughout treatment. And if you or someone you know is struggling, you should contact or visit the Indiana Center for Recovery as a step towards a sober and healthy life. You should also tell other college students about this resource.